every week I say the same thing, and until I come up with a new name, it's just gonna be gaming news show. The last 7 days of news, I have distilled it down to 3 or 4 things, most of which are Pokemon. On Sunday, we had the Pokemon Presents. They dropped the Bombshell and a few other cool things that we're going to talk about. New Game Pass games got announced this morning, coming in March, because it is March. Happy March, everybody. So we're here for that. So let's get to it. All right, so coming soon to Game Pass, we've got Flight Sim, Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, Flight Sim to Cloud, which we'll get into in a second. Guardians of the Galaxy, hands down, my most exciting announcement out of this list. And then I think Final Fantasy Lightning Returns is really good, because that means the entire Final Fantasy 13 series is available on Game Pass now, so you can enjoy those that way. Guardians of the Galaxy, I will definitely be playing. I don't know if I'm going to stream it, just because of the way things are lining up and what I want to focus the next few months of streams on. But we might could work it into some streams. If not, I'm just going to enjoy that game offline. I kind of want to just do it offline, just to be able to soak it in at my own pace. And then Flight Sim coming to cloud means that Flight Simulator can technically be played on an Xbox One console through cloud streaming, and that's awesome, because that's, if you cannot get the series consoles and you're out here trying to play Flight Sim, there's your option right there. Just get it on xCloud, and that's awesome. So I'm really excited about those. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Game Pass announcements are usually good, but I was not expecting Guardians of the Galaxy this soon. And I imagine it has to do with, I think last week Square had announced that the game had underperformed compared to their expectations. This is definitely a shot in the arm for that game. All right, moving on. We have some PlayStation 5 news. PlayStation filed a patent on something they're calling accelerated ray tracing. And what that amounts to is it's looking like it's going to make ray tracing more viable on the current hardware, as opposed to a new hardware revision or a pro model. It looks like they've patented a way on their own proprietary design to reduce the GPU load and make the ray tracing functionality a little more useful, less resource demanding on the PlayStation side of things. Maybe we'll see something similar with Xbox coming. I know with variable rate shading and a few other technical things that Microsoft is doing on the Xbox Series consoles, we should see ray tracing more prominently, and just as developers figure out how to optimize for the hardware as time goes on, we should see more ray tracing games show up, which means, not just better lighting, but just an overall higher fidelity environment. And so I'm looking forward to that. PlayStation news, I guess I'm paying attention to it more recently now, because one, I'm looking for a console myself, and two, a lot of good games are coming out or have come out that I'd like to pick up in the next year or so that I really want to play. And so trying to stay ahead on the news there. Last week we talked about the PlayStation VR 2, and this week we're talking about ray tracing. So that's pretty cool. All right, Nintendo Switch Online got a weird update today. A little unexpected, but they added missions and rewards. So to the online portion of the console itself, if you go to the Switch Online app, you could pull up the missions tab, I guess, and then you go in and it's stuff like play a specific NES game, or log in, or make sure your cloud backup is turned on. And all of these things give you platinum points. Platinum points can be spent. If you're already familiar with the rewards program, you're probably already earning platinum points and gold points. But these things can be exchanged for digital goods, physical goods, calendars, other merch. I think I got a pretty sweet Metroid Dread poster that I need to put up somewhere in my office. And then as an added thing, you can also customize your profile picture on your Switch now with custom backgrounds, borders, and images that are part of the rewards program. So you can spend your platinum points that you earn on your Switch or wherever on specific profile picture things for the Switch. It's not a big update, but it's very similar to the Microsoft rewards program that Game Pass gives you points on now. So it looks to be a very similar offering where you get just, you know, digital goods if you want them. There's some physical stuff. And it's cool to see this expanding. Not a huge update, but it's just kind of like, surprise, we did a thing. And some of the rewards do look timed. So it's kind of like hurry and spend your points or earn enough points so you can get something you want, because it probably won't be available forever. Maybe they'll cycle things in and out. I don't really know. But interesting to say the least. Also, last week we had Majora's Mask launch for the Switch Online expansion pack. I'm excited about it because, you know, it just means more people have the opportunity to play Majora's Mask. It is my preferred of the two N64 Zelda games, just because the story is a lot more untraditional, whereas Ocarina of Time, I mean, it's pretty linear, straightforward. It has a lot of cool stuff going for it. It's one of the best games ever. Majora's Mask, I thought, turned that up to 11, and it was just a much better game. With that, though, they have also improved the N64 emulator in a lot of ways that frustrated a lot of people. I personally haven't got the expansion pack yet, but I'm now more inclined to, just because they have released these updates so frequently. One of the things, if you go look up videos on this, you can find a ton of them. In Ocarina of Time, in the Water Temple, where you go fight Dark Link, there was an issue with the emulator, the way it rendered the water. There was no fog. The room was weird looking, and now it looks more like it did on the original N64. And then another issue with fog in Mario Kart 64, where some of the courses looked weird without fog. And so they've gone and kind of made that emulation a little tighter. They fixed some other issues. I think there was a save corruption glitch with Paper Mario that they have worked on. So it's cool to see all these things getting fixed, and Nintendo is actually listening and making progress to make the N64 selection not only, like, I guess the best way, but truly like the best way to emulate these games outside of, you know, piracy. So anyway, all right, let's get into the Pokemon stuff, because that's most of what this week's show is about. So Pokemon Legends Arceus got a software update on Sunday called Daybreak. And this adds a bunch of post-game content for quests, something called the Eternal Battle Reverie, Mass Outbreak Alpha quests, and a host of bug fixes. But it was kind of unexpected that they would just add more content like this, and the game's been out maybe a month at this point. And it's cool to see. There's a lot going on. We're still working on it at the time of this video. Still working on our way through the campaign, the main story. We're gonna be playing that after this on stream. So that's pretty cool. And then the bombshell that everybody has been talking about, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, look phenomenal so far. They're saying it's an open world. All of the visuals give like a Spain, Southern European vibe, and I love it. It looks awesome. On a technical side, the visuals do look improved over Arceus, but there's a lot to be desired. There was some like really like low frame rate animations, much like we see in Arceus. If you looked in the background of the trailer, we didn't see much. And then they showed the starters, which the starters look pretty great. Like, you know, I like the designs. I'm really interested in what they evolve into and how that all gets put together. Looking forward to seeing that and more info on that. Really excited. So, yeah. And that leads me to, it's been shared around on social media for a bit, and I decided to throw my hands in there. I will post this to Twitter and Instagram sometime tonight. But people have been talking about their starters and what they've chosen, and I decided to join in. And yeah, I pretty much always pick the water type. It's just where I'm at with Pokemon. I just always like the water type. Not that the other ones aren't cool or good. I just really like the water type. I don't know. I don't know what that says about me. And then clearly I'm not a real Pokemon fan because I skipped both Ruby and Sapphire, and Sun and Moon, and just didn't play those. Ruby and Sapphire, that was at that time every kid goes through where Pokemon is lame for a few years, and then you realize, who cares? I like it. And then Sun and Moon, I just did not have any desire to play it. It just did not appeal to me at all. The very next games looked great. I still need to go through, finish Sword and Shield. We're probably gonna do that on stream pretty soon. But yeah, so that does it for the gaming news show for this week. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for checking out the video. Like and share and subscribe and those things. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the Game Pass games, or what you think about Pokemon. Which version are you picking up? I know I'm probably going to pick up Violet, and probably going to be going with the water starter there, because that's who I am, and I've accepted that. But anyway, thanks for checking out the video, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. But in the last 7 days, okay, I can't do the whole show in these because they start to hurt.